Hey guys, thanks for joining me on Renegade Thrifter. And today I want to talk to you about eBay scams and scammers. I think eBay scammers are on the loose, especially during the holiday season. And eBay won't let them get away with their scams. If you as a seller don't know how to protect yourself, and if you stay till the end of the video, I'll let you know the best way to do it. But anything that you sell, so I've been selling on eBay now, well, for over 15 years, but seriously for the last year and a half, and then full time for the last 6 months. Now, anything that you sell, like last year I sold some of these star shower motion lights, and these were really good items for retail arbitrage. I had found that at Ross they were selling for $19.99, where all the other stores had them for over $40. I think it was almost $60, including Walmart. Now they did discount them right after the Christmas or the holiday season down to $20 eventually. But these were really hot items. However, I had to drive pretty much all over the Georgia and South Carolina, North Carolina, try to find them at a Ross that had them because they only had them in limited quantities. But sometimes you can find some really hot items like those to where you can turn around and make a quick $20 to $40 on them. But other items, if you sell even used items, you can get scammed by a buyer that knows what to look for. We had this incident here just recently to where somebody had purchased a baby car seat, and it was a new car seat, an open box, and I did not use it with an eBay shipping label, which I normally do, but this time I did not. And I did keep the tracking receipt, but I almost made a newbie mistake. I didn't upload it to eBay right away, and it just happened that my wife was cleaning out our car, the glove box, and I put my receipts there when I do buy them at the post office just to hold on to them until I know the item's been received. And usually I would go ahead and put a tracking number on there. With this instance, my mistake, I did not upload the tracking information. Well, it was supposed to be there in a couple days. Well, on Monday, which 2 days ago, it's supposed to have arrived. Now, on Tuesday, I received a message from the buyer, and this was a baby car seat base that sells for over $100 at any retail, any store. Sold it for 40. It was 43 plus shipping, something around 50 something dollars. Well, the buyer said that they did not get tracking on the seat and they did not receive it. Now again, that was on Tuesday, and it's supposed to have arrived on Monday, right? And on Wednesday, they opened a case with eBay saying they wanted a refund because they did not receive the tracking information. Now, they did not say that it's because they didn't receive the item, it's because they haven't received the tracking information. So, as far as I know, eBay is supposed to refund them if they don't receive the item, not so much a tracking information. Now, as a seller, I should have been on top of it more and messaged back the information sooner. However, I am in a little bit of a remote area here. If you look, I have trees behind me. My Wi-Fi connection is not always the best, and that can be an issue when you're selling on eBay. So sometimes I don't get messages when I should. But anyways, I was driving and received a message, and then also saw that there was a case open, and went ahead and started looking for the receipt. So found that the item had been received on Monday like it was supposed to. Now, I was prompt to reply to the case and also send a message back to the buyer with the tracking information and even a picture from USPS showing that it had been delivered to their address on Monday. So I still haven't seen any reply from the buyer. So to me, that's a scam, right? They're trying to scam me out of my almost $60 that I made for an item they already received. Now, it's possible that it was delivered to them and somebody stole it, but as a buyer, I should be protected from eBay taking the money and from my account or putting it on hold any longer because the tracking shows that it was delivered. Now, not always the case, because my experience with eBay is that they seem to lean on the buyer's side more often than none. Example, about a month ago, I had an item that was in transit for over 5 days, and it was a $7 item. So not much, but still, if you keep on adding these small items that eBay gives the money back to the buyer, takes it from the seller, you could lose a lot of money. Anyways, so the buyer opened a case saying they had not received the item. It showed on USPS in transit for over 5 days. eBay closed the case within minutes of them opening it, because they said it should be less than 5 days in transit. Now, it's not something as a seller that you can control because the item's been sent, you have tracking, and that was uploaded with an eBay shipping label. So they gave them the refund, took it out of my account, and when I called them, they said I have to resolve it with the buyer once they receive the item because I should trust the buyer. Well, the item was received by that buyer the next day, according to USPS tracking. I contacted the buyer, and it's been over 2 weeks. Still, I haven't seen my money back from either eBay or the buyer, and I think it's pretty much gone. They received the item, and they got a free item from eBay plus their money back. Now, that's not so much a scam, except I've been scammed by eBay, I would say, because as a seller, I should have protection as much as the buyer does. That's not the case. One reason why you should maybe look at different platforms that may give you some better protection. It may be out there. Who knows? Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Last and not least, tracking. That's what I want to make sure you know about. Be sure you either print a label, whether you're selling on eBay, it could be Amazon, Mercari, any other platform. Some of the platforms are actually better than eBay. They don't let you ship it on your own. You have to actually use their label regardless. So anyways, you guys, just protect yourself. Make sure you have the tracking information and you provide that to the buyer as soon as you can, and you shouldn't run into any problems as far as the tracking goes. But as far as losing money, like I said, eBay always sides on the buyer's side over the seller, from my experience for selling this for so long. So you're kind of out in the cold, so be sure you keep some extra cash. Actually, it is pretty cold here. It's about 20 degrees. Anyway, so make sure you keep some extra cash in the bank or in a jar somewhere, because you're not going to get it back if your item gets lost by the post office, or if the buyer says they haven't received it, even though they may have, and you have tracking for it. So you guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Be sure you catch me next time, and don't forget to subscribe so you can watch my other videos, and I'll see you in the next one.